Have you ever dreamed of floating above your own sleeping body? That classic out-of-body experience, OBE, has been reported across cultures and centuries. It's a sensation of separation, a gentle upward drift, as if gravity no longer applies. You become a silent observer, suspended in the air, looking down at yourself. Ancient stories and modern accounts alike describe this same vertical journey. Near-death experiences echo this. People report floating above accidents or hospital beds, watching from above, feeling peaceful and detached. But why do we always float up, not sideways or down? The consistency of this upward movement hints at something fundamental in our brains and bodies. When we sleep, our sense of balance and body position goes into standby, and the brain fills in the gaps. For a species evolved to stand upright, up is where our awareness naturally drifts. The experience feels vivid, sometimes more real than dreams, and often sparks spiritual questions. But what if it's not a soul leaving the body, but the brain's internal map guessing where you are? Our brains, after all, are always trying to locate us in space, and up is where our story begins. Imagine if consciousness had a property like mass. Would it rise like a helium balloon? While not a scientific theory, this metaphor captures the feeling of lightness in OBEs. Our language reflects this. We speak of enlightenment, uplifting moments, and souls ascending. When awake, our awareness is anchored to our bodies, but in dreams or OBEs that anchor loosens. The brain, deprived of normal sensory input, defaults to placing our viewpoint above our body. Most people feel their self resides behind their eyes, the highest point of the body. So, when the brain simulates a disembodied self, it makes sense to float up. Is consciousness like helium? Not literally, but the metaphor helps us understand the experience. The brain is a master simulator, and when the rules are suspended, it gets creative. The upward float is the brain's intuitive answer to, "Where am I?" when untethered from the senses. It's a simple human solution rooted in our everyday experience. The feeling of ascent is a powerful illusion shaped by biology and culture. Our minds are wired to look up. Our story is one of ascent, from sea to land, from ground to trees, and finally to standing tall. Evolution has shaped us for a vertical world. Up means safety, opportunity, and awareness. The sky gives us light, the high ground gives us perspective. Down is darkness, danger, and ultimately, burial. No wonder our dreams and OBEs reflect this upward bias. Flying dreams are among the most common and exhilarating, soaring above landscapes free from gravity. In dreams we achieve what our ancestors could only imagine: flight. This urge to rise is an echo of our evolutionary climb. When the brain is untethered from reality, it reverts to its oldest programming. Up is good. The floating sensation is a mental fossil, a remnant of our struggle against gravity. Our dreams of flight are not random, they're a celebration of life's ascent. From ocean depths to treetops to the stars in our minds, we keep rising. The urge to ascend is written into our very being. Human history mirrors our evolutionary climb, but on a global scale. Civilizations have drifted westward, chasing the setting sun, a symbolic ascent toward new horizons. This westward movement fueled exploration, innovation, and the rise of new societies. "Go west, young man," became a call to adventure and upward mobility. The frontier was always a place to rise above old limits. Today, economic and technological power keeps shifting westward, a planetary relay of progress. Each leap brings new perspectives and possibilities. Just as individuals dream of floating above themselves, humanity seeks higher vantage points. Our collective journey is one of rising, across land, ideas, and technology. Why do we crave the feeling of being high, whether from thrills, insight, or meditation? The answer lies in our biology. Our brain, the seat of consciousness, sits at the top of our bodies. Our eyes, our sense of self, are oriented upward. This shapes our language: high-minded, lofty goals, looking up to others. We associate up with good, down with bad. Our inner compass is fundamentally vertical. Flying dreams are the ultimate high, pure consciousness, unburdened by the body. Experiences that mimic ascent, roller coasters, mountaintops, even altered states, tap into this desire. They disrupt our normal reality and give us a taste of freedom. The urge to rise is a celebration of our cognitive potential. But is an OBE a soul's journey or a brain glitch? Many scientists see OBEs as fascinating illusions, a breakdown in how the brain binds self to body. When sensory input is disrupted, the brain creates a new narrative, often from a bird's-eye view. Researchers like Susan Blackmore and Stephen LaBerge have shown that OBEs can be induced or controlled, much like lucid dreams. The experience feels real because the brain's reality simulation is fully engaged. Neuroscientists have even triggered OBE sensations by stimulating the temporoparietal junction, the brain's self-location center. When this area is disrupted, our sense of self can float free. The evidence points to OBEs as neurological events, not paranormal ones. They're a glitch in the matrix, a fascinating but explainable brain phenomenon. The mystery is in how real they feel. So what do OBEs teach us? For some, they're proof of a soul, for others, a marvel of the brain's power. The debate touches on our deepest questions. What is consciousness? What happens after we die? Regardless of the cause, these experiences reveal the brain's astonishing ability to create vivid, meaningful journeys. They remind us that our perception of reality is a fragile story the brain tells itself. Our urge to ascend is ancient, evolutionary, and deeply human. Studying OBEs is a journey into our own inner cosmos, a final frontier of self-discovery. Perhaps we dream of rising because at heart, we are explorers, always reaching for the next vantage point. Special thanks to Thunderbird Perch for making this video possible, and thank you for watching. If you enjoyed this journey, please subscribe, like, and share the video with other dreamers seeking truth, clarity, and knowledge.